Alright YouTube, this is my final part of the three parts of my Premier League predictions. I'm hoping I go a bit more further in depth with these last four. Hoping it will be around 10 minutes plus-ish. Yeah, I just want to go more in depth, to be honest. Obviously it's just a lot more fun talking about the clubs near the top than near the bottom. I'm sure you guys know that. Yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, I've put Man United in fourth. I think Man United haven't really strengthened from what they were last year. Apart from obviously Van der Beek, but I feel like he won't have as big as an impact as people think. Like, he's a good player and everything, but people need to realise that if Solskjaer isn't an idiot, he will not play Fernandes, Pogba and Van der Beek in the same team. It's just not going to happen, because who you got defending? No one's going to come back in defence at all, because they're all attacking minded players. That's just not going to work. So Van der Beek is more going to be coming off the bench, and I mean he'll play regular football, but he's going to have to cycle between Pogba or Fernandes. I don't really know how that's going to fully work, but I'm sure it'll be something like that. With United, all they need is just squad depth, and they've improved it only just from this summer. I feel like personally they should have done a bit more business. They should get another defender, because although Maguire is 80 million and Lindelof's a decent player, you don't win titles with just decent players. You know, you need to get out there, get on the market, especially as you're Man United, for me the biggest club in England. You can surely attract, good defenders. I mean, there's surely got to be someone out there. I mean, Upamecano, I've rated him for ages. People have started to get on him now. He's class, honestly. I think he signed a new deal, so that's probably unlikely now. But you know what I'm saying. Surely there's got to be some defender out there that can do a better job than Lindelof or Maguire, or at least someone back up that's consistent. I mean, Eric Bailly just keeps getting injured all the time. So even though I rate him as well, he's actually a pretty good defender on his day. It just keeps getting fucked over by injuries. With the Sancho thing, I think they'll get him in January. Actually, it really depends. If they get Sancho in January, they might finish third. With all these predictions, top four is very hard this year. I think it could go any way. Any of these four teams could win the league. Maybe Man United's a little bit of a stretch. Maybe Chelsea's a little bit. But do you know what I'm saying? It won't be too surprising. It'll only be a little bit of a whoa factor if one of them win it. It's not absolutely out of the window. So with that being said, I've put Man United fourth because they haven't really improved too much from last year. Bruno's now, he's a good player. I have to admit, he is a good player. People either underrate him or overrate him. He's that type of player. People think he's just a penalty merchant. He isn't, but it is quite funny how they just get so many penalties. But he isn't just that. It takes him a while for him to create some magic, but when he does, it's a goal scoring opportunity. That's what he is. He's a ballsy player. And that's why you need a holding midfielder there in the team, because Fernandes can't do these risky plays if he hasn't got anyone sitting behind him. Because if he does a risky play, they're going to get done on the counter, because they've got no one holding. They'll just go straight at the defence. What's it? They haven't really lost anyone, which is some sort of a positive. The only person I can remember is Angel Gomez, is the only big one, and that's not really a big one because he hardly played anyways. Good for the future, but that won't affect their position in the league too much. But yeah, I think just about finishing fourth. again, I wouldn't be too surprised if they finish third or second. I think they'll get Sancho in January, but I don't think that will affect too much where they finish, because half the league's already done. But yeah, I'm going to put United fourth. In third place, I've put my team, my club, Chelsea. Now, Chelsea is a sort of hard one again. People think we're going to win the league now because we brought so many good players in, but that is just not FIFA. That's not how football works. The signings we made we've run the summer the entire way by quite a mile, which is quite fascinating as well, because our net spending is not bad at all. We aren't even buying the league. Because we sold Hazard for, I think it was £143 million. I think that might be the exact money, as it got leaked or something, some paperwork or something. It got leaked that was the real amount. And Morata was around 45 million. So if you add them together and then you add that money to what we've spent, we've only spent 10-20 million on these players, and you can tell the team has just improved massively, on paper at least. Werner, I love the guy. I can't wait to see these players in action. If they get clicking first season, we could mount a title challenge, really. That's how it works, but that's a pretty sort of big if. You look at Man City when Pep Guardiola just came in. When he first brought his players, well, some of them at least, they still finished fourth, I think. I think it'll be a similar sort of thing. I mean, they need to start getting clicking. We need at least top four this season, otherwise Lampard's getting the sack. Like, top four is just minimum, absolute minimum with this team. I don't care if they haven't clicked or anything. These players are world class. The thing I think where Chelsea will still fall short is that, well, at the time of recording of this video, we haven't bought a keeper yet. We are looking at Mendy or something, Edouard Mendy or something from Rennes, I think. Honestly, I don't know how good he is. I can't lie. I can't really judge him if he's good or not, but for sure he's definitely better. Anyone's better than Kepa. Any keeper's better than Kepa. But yeah, I think we'll fall short still of defence, because I don't know why we haven't really gone in for a defender. Still, we got Thiago Silva. Yeah, we got Chilwell. We finally got a decent left back for once. But Thiago Silva is a pretty big hit and miss. It's kind of a ballsy transfer, but not a ballsy transfer. Ballsy in for the fact that he might be an absolute flop because he's just so old. I mean, he's a world-class defender, but switching to a league, I'm not just saying because it's the Prem. I hate it when people say that, but switching just to a league in general and trying to hit the ground running in the first year, especially when you're 35, mid-30s, that's pretty rough. So it's all down to whether he will, click early in the season or not. With Chilwell, he's somewhat proven, I guess. He's not really I can't lie, he's not really the left back I was looking for. I was looking for some left back in La Liga. He seemed pretty decent. I can't lie, again, I don't exactly know, but I've heard he was really good in La Liga last year. Would have gone with him, would have been a lot cheaper, but nonetheless, third place just seems like a decent season. But next season we should be challenging at least. I think the points in terms of the top four will be really close. Apart from first place, I won't touch on them just yet, but I think they'll win by like 6 or 7 points, which is a lot shorter than a couple of seasons ago, but like in the past couple of seasons. But people keep forgetting, like, people have short-term memories. That's what the league always used to be. It always used to be sort of 6 points in it. But yeah, anyway, I'm rambling on a little bit. I'm putting Chelsea in third place. In second place, when I say second place, you'll know who first place is, obviously, by process of elimination. I've gone with Man City. I think they'll just fall short again. Um, the reason why is because I think they'll focus more on the Champions League, because that's what they've always been looking for. Um, in terms of winning the league, I don't think City will care. City fans will care too much if they don't win the Prem, because all they want is the Champions League, really. I mean, Pep is sort of, I can't lie, he's kind of fraudulent, especially over the last couple of years. He's been very reliant on a good team for so long, and now as soon as someone close to him has got a good team, he doesn't win it. Bottled the quarterfinals 3 years running. I feel like if they don't win the Champions League, the Premier League is the only way Pep can not get sacked. He has to win the Prem, but if he doesn't win either of them again, I think he'll get sacked. In terms of transfers, City's done alright in the market. You always know City's going to buy someone in the market. They're just that team, It's just waiting for it to happen. But to be fair, from what I remember, I don't think they spent too much money. Hold on a minute. I'm just going to take a real quick just to check who they've bought. I know they've bought Ferran Torres, but my mind's gone blank again and I forgot who else they've bought. Oh, Ake, that's it. They've bought Ake. So yeah, they need a bit of defence, because that was their weakness last year. I think it's just also mentality as well. I don't think their mentality will change as much. I don't see it going anywhere. They're just going to focus on Champions League, and they have a big enough squad to finish second and just go for the Champions League anyways. So, but if they get knocked out early in the Champions League, they're just going to go for the league. If Pep doesn't get sacked, Pep really is under some pressure right now. He needs to win that Champions League. I keep repeating myself, but it's a must. It's an absolute must. If you're going to prove that you're one of the best managers in the world, you're going to have to win it. You've spent like 400 million on defenders or something stupid like that, and you still can't get past quarterfinals in the Champions League. That's just embarrassing. That's just so embarrassing. But yeah, I'm putting City in second place. Finally, we're here to first place. As you all know, Liverpool are going to be the champions for me. Not as logical thinking. It's more of the fact I just have a gut feeling. It was like that last year for me. I put Liverpool first last year and City second, but it was just a gut feeling. Also for the fact that mentality is so important in football, and Liverpool's mentality is just miles better than everyone else's. They just don't give up. As you can tell, when they finished second, as they fell just short of City in the 18-19 season, they came back, and they came back just as strong. And I don't see that happening again. I think the only worry they have is that they haven't really bought anyone. They've bought a left back. That's a squad player. They're getting a little bit arrogant, I can't lie, the board. A little bit fraudulent from them. Especially considering Klopp's just won you a Champions League and a league title from building just from a team from scratch that was finishing in Europa League playoff spots for 4 years running. But anyway, they should really go after Thiago. For me, Thiago's top 5 midfielders on the planet. Been saying that for about a year now as well, but finally getting the hype he deserves. They should really go after Thiago. I've heard that Wijnaldum might leave. It's not a massive loss, but it would be a little bit sad for him to leave, because in my opinion, I think they should rate him as a legend just because of what he did in the... I know it's only one match, but for me, if you do something like that special in a match, and you contribute to something that massive that turns out for you to win in the Champions League... I'm talking about the 4-0 Barcelona game, their comeback when he scored a brace. I think he should be a legend, but anyway, that won't really affect them that much. But they should really bring in Thiago. Like, you should really capitalise when you finish somewhere, just like what Lampard did. We finished above expectations, and we capitalised on it. Now we're bringing in so many players, and now we could be challenging for the title maybe, or we're at least solidifying our top 4 position. Liverpool aren't doing that. Teams around them, like Chelsea, like United, a little bit United because they've only signed 1 player, but still a lot better signing than what Liverpool's done this summer, and of course City ever spending every year. These teams are only going to get stronger and stronger, and if you're not going to capitalise on your win, and because Liverpool's probably the most attractive club to go to right now in the world, and they're not going for anyone. It's quite sad, to be honest. I'd be really pissed off if I was a Liverpool fan, because teams back then, like us, like United, we always bought the biggest players when we won the league. That's what you got to do. You just got to maintain it, and Liverpool haven't done that. It's a bit of a worry, but I think they'll just about scrape it again. Bit of a gut feeling, I know, but they haven't got any weaker. I don't see their mentality getting any weaker either. Klopp is just that sort of manager, and they're just that sort of team. But just know that it will be very close this year. I think there'll be 6 points in it. Well, I mean, to be fair, very close in terms of the last couple of seasons. That's not too close when you compare it with previous seasons, because it's been a lot closer than that before. But yeah, I'm putting them in first place. Thanks for watching, lads. I appreciate it. Again, I'm sorry this is in 3 parts. I really had no idea that it was going to be in 3 parts. I wanted to do it in 1 video, but just stupid PS4 recording software just doesn't allow that. So, yeah, it's in 3 parts. Hopefully it's sort of a laid back sort of video. I'm planning to do fantasy sort of stuff, something like that, or doing game week analyses. Is that a word? Oh, fuck knows. You know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, I hope you guys sort of like that content. I'm trying not to push onto the Chelsea side, because obviously that'll give me less viewers. A lot more people will be less interested in just a certain team. I just like to talk about teams in general. That's sort of my style, and it probably benefits the viewers as well at the same time. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it.